Good morning and welcome to the Dutchin channel. It's Saturday the 30th of March 2024. It's coming up to 20 to 10 in the morning and we're going to do these selections this afternoon for Carlisle, 7-race card there. Now don't forget that Musselburgh has been abandoned today. It's not only within the last hour, but that's been abandoned, so there'll be no racing there. And just to let you know, I've already uploaded Cork selections for today in Ireland, and I've already uploaded Haydock. So now I'm going to do the selections at Carlisle. So starting with the first race there, the 155, we've got 8 go to post for a handicap hurdle. And our top selection here will be Malo Blanc. Or Maylot, I don't know, Malo, I'll go with Malo Blanc or Blanc. That will be our first selection. And as we look at the betting here on the exchange, they go 4.5 the top selection, and stakes of £22.22 would return £100 for Malo Blanc. Our second selection is Chumley, and Chumley, this is currently trading at 8.6. Stakes of £11.63 would return £100. And our third selection is Mount Galleon, and Mount Galleon, this is currently 4.5. So we're not going to be able to afford that stake. And we've got £16.15 left to back anything else with, so that will go on Mount Galleon. So we'll start with the calculator there. We've got £16.15 times the SP of 4.5. That would give us £72.67, so it still would be a £22 profit on our third selection. And our top two, Malo Blanc and Chumley, one of those two would return £100. So we're now going to go into the second race at Carlisle. This is the 230. And now there's only 3 that go to post here for a handicap chase. The Big Jetaway is a non-runner, and that was my last selection there, so I doubt if we would have had a bet on that anyway. Just finish that. So our number 1 selection is Getaway Love. So let's have a look on Matchbook. And Getaway Love is actually the outsider here at 9.4. So that's good news in a 3-horse race. Stakes of £10.64 would return £100. And our second selection is Grey Skies. And Grey Skies currently the favourite here at 1.7. So the maximum we've got left is £39.36, and all of this will have to go on Grey Skies because it's odds on. So Grey Skies, £39.36 times the price there of 1.7 would give us a return of £66.91. So there would still be a £16 profit, and we would have one selection, Getaway Love, if this one would return £100. Then into race 3 at Carlisle. This is the 305, and we've got, well, we've only got 6 going to post, but there is a selection here called the White Rat that has only run in a point-to-point, and therefore I don't have any form or any rating to go on. So this race in the 305 will be a no betting race. So we'll move swiftly on to the 340. And in the 340, we've got another small field. It was each way on 5 runners, but now High Moon's been taken out. This will leave 4. So very poor fields in Haydock earlier. Now we've got poor fields here at Carlisle. And High Moon would have been our 4th selection from 5. So I'm sure we wouldn't have managed to bet on that one as well. So our top selection in the 340 at Carlisle will be Flower of Scotland. And we'll click on that race. And Flower of Scotland currently trading at 6.6. So we seem to have the outsiders at the moment in the small fields. £15, 15 pence would return £100. And our second selection would be Go Boy. And Go Boy, that's second favourite at 3.5. Stakes of £28.57 here would return £100. And that would now leave us £6.28. And this would go on Ned Tanner, which is currently the favourite at 2.66 or just over 13 to 8. And that stake there would be £6.28. And that's all £50 staked. Doesn't help when you hit the wrong button. Right. So, Ned Tanner, £6.28 stake. And the price of 2.66 would return £16.70. Not great, but it's better than nothing. And the 2 selections we're going with are Flower of Scotland and Go Boy. One of those 2 will return £100. And then moving on to the next race at Carlisle. This will be the 4:15. And 8 go to post here. No non-runners at the moment. And our top selection here will be Tofu. So we'll go back to the exchange. And our selection Tofu at the moment, that's currently trading at 13. Stakes of £7.69 would return £100. And our second selection is Clovis Island, which is currently favourite at 3.15. Stakes of £31.75 would return £100. And our third selection is Arctic Man, and that is currently 6.4. And we just don't have enough to put on that of 15.63, but we do have £10.56. And that brings us up to our £50 stake. So Arctic Man, we've got £10.56 times the SP of 6.4. That would return £67.58. So that's not bad. Still a profit of £17 on that. And our 2 top selections are Tofu and Clovis Island. One of those 2 would return us £100. And then we're going to move into the 4:50 now at Carlisle. 6 go to post here, no non-runners for a handicap chase. And our number 1 selection would be Largy Train. So we'll go back to the exchange for the penultimate race. And Largy Train, that's second in at the moment at 2.94. Stakes of £34 and a penny would return £100. And our second selection is Baron Briggs. And Baron Briggs, well, that's currently favourite at just under 7 to 4. So that's 2.74. The most we can put on this is £15.99 to bring our stakes round to £50. So Baron Briggs, £15.99 times 2.74. Get an idea if I put the point in. That would return £43.81. So we'd only lose around £7 there. And we've got Largy Train running for us to return £100. So now we're going to move into the last race, the 5.25 at Carlisle. A little bit better here. We've got 9 going to post at the moment for a handicap hurdle. And in the last race, we've given Follow Charlie. So Follow Charlie for the last at Carlisle, the 5.25. And Follow Charlie is currently favourite, or joint favourite, just under now, 4.7. Stakes of £21.28 would return £100. The second selection is Foylan, and Foylan, that is currently 14, and stakes of £7.14 would return £100. And our third selection would be Final Edgar. And Final Edgar, that's currently trading at 5.5. Stakes of £18.18 would return £100. And we've got £3.40 left to trade. And our fourth selection is Jimmy Rabbit. And Jimmy Rabbit down the bottom there, that's currently trading at 21. So all we can afford on this is £3.40, and that would be our last bet in the last race. So Jimmy Rabbit, £3.40 is your stake, times odds of 21 would still give you a return of £71.40, so a £21 profit there. And the other 3 that are going to be running for us are Follow Charlie, Foylan and Final Edgar. If one of those was to win, it would return £100. So we'll quickly do a recap there. In the first, the 155, 2 running for us, Malo Blanc and Chumley, and those 2 would return. One of them would return us £100, and Mount Galleon would be the lesser amount. Let me just click back here a minute. I think there was something I missed. No, there wasn't. Right, so the recap again, I'll quickly start again from the 155. We've got 2 selections running for us. Malo Blanc and Chumley, one of those will return £100, and Mount Galleon will be the lower amount. Into the 230, we've got Getaway Love that would return £100, and Grey Skies the lower amount. The 305 will be a no bet. The 340, we've got Flower of Scotland and Go Boy. One of those 2 would return £100, and the lesser amount on Ned Tanner. The 415, we've got 2 running for us here, Tofu and Clovis Island. If one of those was to win, would return us £100, and Arctic Man the lower amount. Into the 450, we've got Largy Train that would return us £100, and Baron Briggs would be the lower amount. And into the last, the 525, 3 running for us here, Follow Charlie, Foylan and Final Edgar, and Jimmy Rabbit would be the lower amount. So as I said at the start, I've already uploaded Cork if you want to go and look at that. I've uploaded Haydock selections, and don't forget Musselburgh is abandoned. So have some luck this afternoon with what you're playing. and I'll be back for the results show tonight, win or lose. So have a good afternoon.